Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Hope you find some value in these videos. So I bought a sailboat. Crazy. A little overwhelming, but pretty cool overall. So this is a 1975 San Juan. You saw some of the intro footage. I am not a sailor yet. I'm getting there slowly but surely. So I've always been a powerboat guy. Pretty comfortable on powerboats, been on the water a lot. You know, anything basically about 25, 26 foot or less, I'm comfortable with. But this is new to me, and it's been fun. So it's 1975 San Juan 26. Length overall is about 25.1 feet is what the data is going to say. The beam's 8 foot. And you know, one great resource is sailboatdata.com, if you're not familiar with that website. Great site, good info. You can basically Google any type of sailboat and get all of the specs. So about 25 foot in length, 8 foot wide. So this is a centerboard or swing keel. So basically it has a mechanism in the center of the boat that has a crank arm where you can crank up the centerboard that drops out of the keel. This is one of the reasons I like this boat, because where I keep it is more shallow water. And I also want to be able to get out in some deeper water and still have good control. So the minimum draft on this boat is only 2.25 foot, so 2.25 foot. But the max draft is 5 foot when you have the centerboard in the water. So that's pretty cool. This is a 1975 boat. Actually, the San Juan 26 was first built in 1975, so first year production. It was built by the Clark Boat Company, which I looked up a little bit, which I found kind of interesting. Basically, this boat wasn't very well received when it was built. So it was replaced with the San Juan 7.7 in 1979, which there's a Facebook group for the San Juan 7.7 owners. Seems to be a little bit more popular boat, but this boat, this 26, San Juan 26, was actually built as a trailerable sailing vessel. You know, it didn't come with a trailer when I bought it. I have no desire to trailer it. Basically, I'm on a pretty large body of water. I've got good access to even larger bodies of water. So one of the cool things is this boat actually came with the original owner's manual, which is neat. I mean, it's like an antique, honestly. So reading through that was cool. It has directions in it on how you would unstep the mast, how to rig it to actually lower the mast. I thought that was neat. It's got some good references on the centerboard, how to operate it, how to fix it. So really neat seeing that owner's manual, and then there was a little brochure in there. It looked like kind of like an old marketing pamphlet or something talking about this boat. So pretty cool to see stuff from, you know, the 1970s and still have this boat floating so far and in the water as of today. So pretty neat. All right, so let's talk about price for a second. For any of you that are interested in getting into sailing, you can do it fairly inexpensively. I actually bought the motor on the back of this boat because that was new. It's got a Lear 9.9 propane outboard. So that was new to me. You know, like I said, I've been around boating, I feel like a decent amount. I'd never heard of a propane outboard motor. So pretty cool little device. So far, I haven't had any issues with it. That motor is new. It retails for $2,000 to $2,500. So let's just say basically I bought the motor and I got a free sailboat with the motor. The boat, like I said, good bones from what I've seen. A few leaks here and there. It keeps a little bit of water underneath the cockpit. Most boats accumulate a little bit of water somewhere in the hull. The cabin, for the most part, has been dry. There's a few little leaks. They look like they're coming from where the top side meets the deck, kind of in the area where the rail is. So I've already fixed one of those just for the winter, did a quick fix with some 5200. Let's talk a little bit about surveying. So I chose not to get this boat surveyed when I bought it. When I looked into the price of a surveyor, it was going to cost probably $500 to $600 for me to get the boat surveyed. And when I'm paying, you know, $2 to $3 grand for a boat, it's really not worth that additional $500 or $600 just for a survey, especially knowing that this is an older boat. I bought this boat for a reason, and that reason is I'm new to sailing. I want a boat that I can work on, that I can learn on, that if I break something or ding up some gel code or, you know, bend a track on the mast or something, that I can learn from it, but I'm not going to be all mad at myself because I messed up something on a $40,000 boat or more. So I'm very happy with that. The boat so far has proven to be solid. I've sailed it a few times. It's done well. Granted, I'm new to it, but it's done well. So I basically did a self-survey on the boat. Now, do I have the knowledge to survey a boat myself or the training or certification? No. But there's a lot of good information out there. There's a lot of good stuff on YouTube out there. I bought a moisture meter from Lowe's. I used that. That helped a little bit. You know, there's a learning curve with it, but it helped a little bit. Not a bad price for that tool. And basically with a headlamp and some flashlights, I just pulled every drawer out, opened up every hatch, looked underneath everything as best I could, went through the boat. Not to mention electrical. I get shocked. This was fun. Everything that I could find was working correctly. And again, it's a cheap sailboat. It's a cheap older sailboat for me to learn on, so I didn't get bent out of shape if I found little things here or there. But one of the other reasons I bought this boat is I want to learn how to do some minor fiberglass repair, which from what I'm seeing so far, I'm going to have to do a little bit of that at some point. And I also am going to probably paint the boat. So it's definitely going to be pulled out of the water this winter. It's going to get bottom painted. And I'm also probably going to do some new non-skid on the deck, and I may put some new paint on the hull itself, on the top side. So it's a boat for me to learn with. But self-surveying, it's an option for you. You know, you can go do that if you want, or you can pay some money to have somebody do a full survey on the boat. So when I bought the boat, thankfully it was saleable. The rigging is in good condition. Yes, some of the turnbuckles need to be tightened, which I'm still learning how to do that. But it came with a full set of sails, main, jib. Came with a storm jib, which hopefully I'm never using. If I am using that, I'm somewhere I shouldn't be, weather conditions wise. It came with a Genoa, came with a low wind Genoa, and also a spinnaker. One of the only things I don't really have is a spinnaker pole, but I actually put the spinnaker up, as one of those pictures you saw showed, without a pole, just messing around. And I mean, I guess you could do that in really low wind conditions, going directly downwind. But so I'm thankful that it came with quite a bit of the equipment that I needed. It's got you know, VHF radio. It's got a hardwire stereo. Got to have music, right? It's got a little porta potty in the head, which is a nice feature, and then of course a small galley area, pump sink, alcohol burner stove. So very grateful for some of the things that the boat has come with. So when I talked about being new to sailing, I'm very green, very new to it. So I do have some good contacts and people I've reached out to that know a lot about sailing, that have sailboats, that have been great. One of the other great resources though has been YouTube, honestly. There is so much good content on YouTube, and I hope that down the road, by creating some content like I'm doing right now, that this will help you or answer some questions that you have, you know, if you're brand new to this like I am. So we're learning together. One of the best YouTube videos that I found was by Josh Post. It's just an intro to sailing video. I watched that several times. Great info on tacking and jibing. He is single-handing the boat in the video as well, which is fairly impressive. So we'll link that in the description below. That's a great resource. There's all kinds of content on YouTube about rigging, about the names of the sheets, different terminology basically with sailing, and there's a lot of different videos and really good videos on how to sail. So again, I'm learning that with you, but if that resource helps you, please check it out. So tune in next time. On the next episode, I will show you how I've refinished some of the cockpit flooring with a Total Boat product that's worked very well. I've also had to find and fix some leaks, and I've done a little bit of work in the storage area underneath the cockpit to try to maximize storage while also keeping stuff away from some of the bilge pumps. Hope you've liked the video. Please add comments or questions down below. If you found this content valuable, please hit the like button, and I'll talk to you soon.